Our assignment number 11. You're supposed to make modifications of the steel link you created before by the following dimensions. First, we're going to change this distance from 5 inches to 4.5 inches. We're going to go to Home and select Move Faces. We're going to use Move Faces command. Before we select faces, we type C on the keyboard and hit Enter to use crossing selection. We're going to draw a box from right to left and select all these faces, but I don't want these faces to be moved. I'm going to click Remove and tap C again, and I'm going to draw another box to remove these faces. And hit Enter and pick a reference point and go to the left by 0.5 inch. Hit Enter, Enter. Now my cylinder has been moved to the left by 0.5 inch. Next, I'm going to rotate this arm by 45 degrees to make it 135 degrees. I'm going to use another command. It's called Rotate Faces. I'm going to type the C to use crossing selection. I'm going to draw a box from right to left, select all these faces, hit Enter. I'm going to rotate this about the Z-axis because my coordinate system is here. About the Z-axis, I'm going to use the point of 0, 0, 0 and hit Enter. And give an angle. This is minus 45 degrees because we're rotating this clockwise. Minus 45. Enter, Enter. And next, we're going to change the diameters of these two holes. First, I'm going to change this one, then I'm going to change this one. I'm going to change it to another view. We're going to use a command called Offset Faces. And we click the face. This is a round face. Cancel. Offset faces. Click face. So we need to clean this 3D solid because we have some error. Clean, click, exit. Okay, let's go back to home and we're gonna use offset again. So now we can click this face and give enter after we give this distance. So we want to change the diameter by 0.004 inch. So in the radius, which is the offset distance, is going to be 0.002. But we want this to be larger, the whole, so the value is going to be minus 0.002. Enter. I'm going to check if this is the right dimension. DI for distance. I'm going to use the quadrant. Here. Now it's 0.005. Oh, sorry. We use the wrong dimension. So it's 0.506. So I gave it a wrong dimension. I just undo. Control Z, Z, Z. Okay. Let's go here. DI to measure from the quadrant to another quadrant. Yeah, this is the original size. Actually, the offset distance, we're gonna, again, need to limit. Go to home, offset, select this face. The distance is going to be minus, we need to enter to select. The distance is going to be minus 0.0025 because the final diameter is going to be 0.506. Enter, enter. Okay, so we're going to measure the diameter from the quadrant to another quadrant. All right, now it's the right dimension. Let's go back to this hole. I'm going to change this from 1.251 to 1.255. So I'm going to use offset again. Select this surface, enter, So gonna be minus 0.002 in this case. So I enter, enter. So I'm gonna use DI to double check if the dimension is okay. 1.255. This is okay. So we finished the modifications in this view. Now let's go to this view. All right, we're gonna first change the angle from 30 to 0, which means we're gonna make this whole horizontal. Now we're gonna use the command called rotate faces. I'm gonna select these faces. If I click this edge, I'm gonna select both of the faces, and I click another one. Make sure I click the right one. It seems I clicked the wrong one. I shift click to unselect and select this one. All right. And then I hit enter. I'm going to rotate this about the x-axis because my x-axis is here. So I'm going to rotate about x-axis and pick point here. And the angle going to be positive 30 degrees because if you use your right hand rule. So you use your right hand to hold your x-axis and make your thumb pointing to the positive x direction, and the direction of your other four fingers are the direction of a positive angle. So in this case, it's going to be positive 30 degrees. Okay, going to be 30, enter. All right, that's it. So here, my hole has been rotated and to a horizontal position. Next, I'm going to move this hole and make this hole centered between the top and bottom surface. First, I'm going to check what is the distance from this center of the hole to the top surface. I'm going to use DI, pick the center. I'm going to pick the center of the top surface. So the delta Z is 0.45. All right. This cylinder, the total length is 1.5. So it means half of this, in the middle of this, is 0.75 inch. All right, so I'm going to move this 0.3 inch downward. So I'm going to use move faces. I'm going to select both of the faces and this one, hit enter. And I'm going to pick a reference point randomly and just going down by 0.3. I hit enter. Right now, my hole has been moved to the center of the cylinder. Next, I'm gonna I think something wrong with my 3D model. I think I clicked the wrong face to rotate. See, now my slot has been changed. All right, so I'm gonna undo. When I rotate my hole, I must have picked the wrong faces. So that's why my 3D model has been changed. Let's go to 2D workflow, double check if everything is okay. Now everything is fine. So let's go back to the conceptual. I'm going to rotate this again. So use this, rotate faces, gonna pick this and this and this. But last time I picked these. Okay, so let's see why we had a problem. So I hit enter. I'm gonna rotate along the x-axis and pick the point at this center of the hole. And this is gonna be a positive 30 degrees. Enter, enter. Double check. Yeah, my slot is okay. Then I'm gonna move these downwards by 0.30. Go to move faces. Select all the faces, enter, click reference point going down by 0.3, enter, enter. So let's see, yeah, everything is okay now. Then I'm gonna move this 1-inch diameter bore vertically and make it center, all right? So here the top surface of this bore is 0.4 from the top. And the total height is 1.5. So I use 1.5 to minus this height of the bore, 0.44, I got 1.06. Divided by 2, I got 0.53. So minus this 0.4, the distance to be moved is 0.13. So I use move faces, gonna select both of them. I'm gonna go back and select the other face, and I hit enter. I just click a random reference point going down by 0.13 inch, enter. Let's go to the wireframe to see if this has been done correctly. Yes, so this has been centered. All right, now this is done, and this is done. Yeah, we kept this unchanged. The last one is going to be the height of this small cylinder. All right, we're going to change the height of the cylinder to 0.825 inch and make it always centered. All right. In that case, we're going to use 0.825 minus 0.8, and we have 0.025 divided by 2. This is the distance we need to move the top and bottom surface. All right, top bottom face. So we're going to use move face again, or you can use extrude face. It's the same. So I'm going to extrude this, enter, by 0.0125. The taper angle going to be 0. I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom face. All right. Click this, enter, 0.025, 125, enter, 0 angle, okay, enter. All right. So I'm going to double check if this is correct. DI, enter. I'm going to select this quadrant, another quadrant, 0.825. Now all the modifications has been made to this steel link. All right, so the final shape of the link is going to be look like this. All right, from top view, this is the front view. All right,